I am Luka, the only Nephilim hero on earth who could withstand the terrible power of heaven and darkness. My battle with the Heavenly Knight Granberia was my first, although I did not have the proper experience of the hero. Iliasburg I still fought off, but in an absurd way. It was not even a victory, I felt broken after I drove her away. I immediately say the history of our worlds is different from the original. There was no Alice on my path who was the original Luka I met, but I did not meet her. The absurdity was that I only scratched her. This Swordswoman Granberia, she did not humiliate me, seeing that I tried to somehow harm her. With wounds all over my body, I left Iliasburg to treat my wounds, knowing what herbs I needed. The next day I got back on my feet cheerfully and went further, closer to the port. At the seaport they told me that sending by sea was impossible due to a gust of wind on the water. I asked people and one stranger said that the Bell of Poseidon was needed, which is in a cave. It is needed to withstand the waves so that the ship did not sink and was not thrown away by a gust of wind. A second skirmish with the Sky Knight Tamamo in the cave when I tried to steal the bell. Passing by the gods who were there, Tamamo was waiting for me outside. I felt with all my being the fear that overcame me in such a small body. There was too much power, she offered me to fight. I did not refuse to fight her because otherwise she would have taken my Poseidon Bell that I stole. I could not inflict the proper damage on her, and all the time retreated back into the cave, further and further from the exit, until of course she punched a hole in the cave with her tails, from which I was able to escape with the bell. I went to see her, there was a third skirmish already with the Sky Knight Alma Elma attacked me. Of course she had an impressive appearance, there was still the queen of the Succubus. I did not like the way she looked at me, saying with all her appearance, try me so that the ship does not sink under her influence. I began to defend Poseidon's Bell, but when I swung my sword, I suddenly found myself under her. She was too fast, but I reflexively, fearing for my life, pushed off her with my feet and stepped back. Of course my opponent laughed. She began to circle around me and all the time attacked Poseidon's Bell. She did this so that I would show another of my ridiculous reactions, but at the last moment I caught her by the hand when she tried to take Poseidon's Bell, but I did it in vain. She drank my power through this touch. My hands suddenly went numb, and I had to take the sword in my left hand, so she called me the One-Armed Bandit.